Timeout with Trey Scott, brought to you by Freeman Waterworks in Snow Hill. If you're looking to get your car clean, check out the guys in Snow Hill. They'll get you right. Today, I got Parrott superstar, standout, Rachel Okonkwo with me. She's a senior, just hit 1,000 mark on career points, very versatile athlete. Rachel averages 10.9 points per game, 9.8 rebounds, 5.1 assists, 4.6 steals a game. Rachel, thanks for joining. We're going to have a great show. We're going to talk about a lot. Good deal. I'm going to run this off right quick. Started varsity since 8th grade. 2-time All-State player. 3-time All-Conference. Your coach, Kelly Johnson, said you're the hardest working player on the team and the most competitive player on the team. And he said that's a lot coming from a star player. And he also said you're the best player on the team. Do you agree with all that?
I mean, I would like to think so.
We do too. I mean, I watched you play last night, and you played a great game. You got your girls involved. You were passing it around. You were in the passing lane, getting steals, getting rebounds. I was very impressed. That was a good job. So, describe yourself as a basketball player for the people that haven't seen you play yet.
I think as a basketball player, I can adapt really well. The past 4 years, I've been playing as a post. So this year, I had to play as a guard since we didn't have many guards. And I just feel like as a basketball player, I can play most of the positions on the floor, and I think that's what makes me pretty good. And I like to pass, honestly, more than I like to score, because I feel like assists are like more satisfying than scoring, to be honest.
That's pretty cool. So making that transition from the post to the perimeter, you might as well say, how hard was it? Did you have to work on your handles, or were your handles prepared for that?
I think my handles were good before, but I definitely had to practice a little bit more. And I think my style of play, the past 4 years, have just been like a one dribble from the free throw line, get to the basket. But since you're kind of farther out, I've been taking more jump shots, and I've kind of been passing more, like I said, and taking a couple more dribbles to get to the basket, and fast breaks. That's when I've been scoring.
So it sounds like you're enjoying it. You rather play on the perimeter?
I don't know. I really don't know, because at first I hated it. I really didn't like it at all. But I think now it's grown on me. Yeah, for sure.
Well, like I said, I watched you last night, and I couldn't tell it was your first year playing the perimeter. You look very comfortable out there, and I could tell you like passing the ball. Matter of fact, I could tell the whole team like passing the ball. Shout out to Kelly Johnson, Coach Kelly Johnson, on that. I mean, your girls were passing it. You could tell that the girls knew where to pass the ball before they got the ball. Is that something y'all really work on?
We work on passing a lot and fast break drills. Me and Caroline, that's our best way to score is I'll get the rebound and she just immediately takes off. I look up once, I know she's there, just throw it.
How long you been playing with Caroline? We
both started 8th grade, so we've been together for a long time, and I think that's why we work really well.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Is y'all's off the court relationship good?
Yeah, she's my best friend.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that. That was a good question to ask. And I touched on the 1,000 career points, but last month you hit 1,000 career points against Trask, I believe. How's that feel?
It feels pretty good. I feel like I knew I was close because I've been playing for 5 years, but I didn't know that was the game. And then all of a sudden, Coach Johnson was like, "Yeah, you hit it," and I was like, "What?" That's crazy.
That's pretty neat. So you kind of knew it, but you didn't know at the time. So you had no expectations. That was great. And Coach Johnson told me that unofficially that you're the first female athlete from Parrott to hit 1,000 career points since 1999. That's 23, 24 years.
That's crazy to me. I didn't even know that.
That's a great accomplishment.
Thank you.
I think the last female was his daughter. I heard she hit over 2,500 points, which that's crazy as well. I would love to see her play. As we're on Coach Kelly, let's talk about him. He seems like a great coach. Mm-hmm. How is he? Talk to the viewers. Give us some insight.
I think he's a great coach. He's very old school. He values hard work. He values teamwork the most, more than an individual player. And he just wants us to put in effort every single game. And that's what I really like about him is no matter if we win or lose, he just cares about our effort level, and he'll always call us out on that. And I just like how he really does care for us. You know, he seems pretty strict on the court when he's screaming and stomping his feet, but like at the end of the day, he really cares for us, and he's gone pretty soft.
So, is he a motivator? Does he got any good pregame speeches? How does he get y'all up and going?
Yeah, pregame speeches are a must. With the like new huddle system, we like watch the film now. And, you know, we talk a little bit about their best players and stuff. But I feel like before the game, we really just bring it down to our defense is what we focus on most. And he just says our offense can be horrible, but as long as we play good defense, the shots will fall eventually. And I feel like that he gives his best, like that's the best advice he gives.
So Coach Kelly gave me a little insight. I don't know you as well as some of the other athletes I brought on. I don't know your family, but Coach Kelly said that your brother is the best athlete in your family. What do you think about that?
Which one?
He said Josh. Josh is.
That's crazy. Wow. I'd say Josh is a close second. Not a close second. A far second.
So who's number one?
Oh, me.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Is that something Coach Kelly messes with you about? Or
yeah, he's got to be joking.
He definitely was when he told me that. So off to a 10-2 start. 6 of the 10 wins have been by double digits, and there's 10 games left in the season. You got to be feeling good right now.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the season so far. How do you think it has gone? Do you think it has gone to expectation? And how do you think the rest of the season will go?
I think it's gone pretty great so far. I think the 2 losses we had were not necessarily games that like you walk in and you're like we're gonna lose. I think we had a chance, and there's a lot of factors that went into play while we lost. And I feel like for the rest of the season, winning conference champions is a big goal for us, and I think we can get there. And for the playoffs, I think we're just gonna try to get as far as we can get. And yeah, that's
good goals to have. Start one at a time. You know, start at the conference. Then after you knock out the conference, attack the playoffs. I think y'all gonna make a good run. I like y'all's team. I've seen all the area girls in this area, and y'all are definitely one of the top teams in the area. So keep at it. The hard work has shown off, and it's definitely gonna pay off. So let's talk more about the team. Break down the starting 5. So tell me your point, your shooting, your small powers, and tell me a little bit about each player.
All right, so point guard, Caroline, my best friend. Her playing style is she's our 3-point shooter, and the best 3-point shooter on our team. She really focuses on dribbling the ball. Her best free throw shooter on our team too. And yeah, she's small, but she's very feisty. Like she'll go in there and she'll get rebounds like above girls that are like 5'10", 5'11". She's a really like feisty and aggressive player.
I definitely saw the confidence in her shot last night.
Yeah, she's very confident.
She was
very confident. Our guard is Hannah Dawson. She's probably our second tallest guard other than me. She's very like a driver. She can take it to the basket pretty well. Sometimes like she'll drive in and you're like, what are you doing? And then she finishes somehow and you're like, all right, props. She also has a good shot. She's probably the second best 3-point shooter on our team. And yeah, she's really good too. And then I'm the other guard. You already know about me. And then for our posts, Ellie Wooten, she's gotten like so much better like over there. I feel like the best improved player on our team so far. She actually played in 8th grade too with me and Caroline, but like a little later in the season, like after JV was done, she joined up. And she stepped up this year a lot, and like the progression has been crazy from 8th grade to senior year. And then our other post is Ashley Hill, and she's another great player who's been like really improving a lot. We call her a senior technically because she's like the only junior. So like when Coach Johnson says seniors, she's always like up there. And yeah, her shot's gotten a lot better. She's like a good like catch and shoot like immediately. And yeah.
So is there anybody very young on the team because I really don't know the roster as well. Is there anybody on the young that's going to take over after all the seniors leave?
We have one freshman who technically plays JV and varsity, even though we all said she should just play varsity. Callie Sanderson, she's really good. She's like I've never been like on a team where somebody could beat me like in a race, and it's always us. Like on those sprints, we're very competitive, and it's like we're always trying to beat each other. She's very fast, and she's working on her handles, and I think that in the next couple of years she will be like the leading point guard.
So she's a hard worker.
She is a hard worker for sure.
Good deal. Good deal. This is my first year covering sports, and it's my first year actually going to the Parrott and witnessing the atmosphere and the students, and I love it. I love the family atmosphere. It seems like it's a college campus, but everybody is engaged. Like I went to the state championship game, and the fans, the student section was crazy. I loved it. The way they were at the back of the end zone, like it was awesome. How is it to go to a school that has the student base that supports like that?
That's one thing I love about Parrott. It's kind of like on the smaller side, so we all know each other, and we're very supportive, especially in sports. And once we knew like the football team was going to be good this year, we all went to every single home game, even some away games, especially against JP2, the rivals. And I just love how we can all just come together and just like cheer on our team. And I think that for the championship game, like 80% of the school was there, which is crazy.
It was packed.
It was
packed. So you were definitely in that crowd of crazy.
Oh yeah, I was. I was front and center. I was probably the first one to run on the field when the buzzer rang. Yeah.
I thought that was neat too. Yeah, when y'all rushed the field, that was awesome. I was on the field interviewing, and y'all were just. It was great. I loved it. And hats off to you guys about that, man. Tell me about the other sport you play, soccer. I don't know nothing about your soccer skills. How good are you? Or are you just a role player? Or are you a star out there too? Or tell me more.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a star. I mean, I love soccer. Soccer is very fun to me. I think I would say that I'm pretty good. I started playing soccer at Parrott 7th grade, and then I really enjoyed it. And then my 8th grade year, this is tragic. So my 8th grade year, the varsity coach was like, you should definitely play. Like, you'll play on JV, but like at the end of the JV season, you can help us out on varsity. But at this point, 8th grade, I was so focused on basketball, and I was like, I just got on varsity on basketball, so I was like, I want to practice basketball more during the soccer season. So I was like, I'm just going to do a one sport. Mm-hmm. And then they won the state championship that year that I did not play. So I was like, oh, wow.
You missed out on your ring.
Yeah, I really did miss out on my ring. And then freshman year, we had a great chance, and then COVID happened, and then sophomore year, it just lost a lot of seniors. But yeah, I say I'm pretty good at soccer. I'm a striker.
Is it something you love? Is basketball your favorite? Is it soccer your favorite? Or you just like playing, period? Or
basketball is definitely my favorite, but I do love soccer a lot, for sure.
Okay. You got any role models that you look up to? And I asked you this question yesterday because, by the way, she's our athlete of the week. We're going to announce that. Probably it'll be last week before this show's aired. But who's some of the role models you look up to in sports, and how much have they impacted your life?
In sports, I'd say Serena Williams. Like, even though I'm not even a tennis player, I'm horrible at tennis. It's just like I really like her competitive nature and like just the mentality of like, you know, being like a woman, like being like, it's just so influential to me, honestly. I just like seeing like women who are like so secure in their abilities and like confident. So Serena Williams for sure.
She's definitely confident in what she does, and you can tell it carries over to the court as well because she's an awesome tennis player. And the way she approaches the game is awesome and dramatic, like towards her and women towards sports, because she takes it 100% serious. I actually watched the movie. I don't know if this is good to bring up, but the movie is like how hard her father pushed her. You see it was great. Her father really pushed her from when she was her and her sister from when they were real little. So they definitely worked for what they got. Hard work always pays off. Tell me about your family. Are they supportive of you, basketball? What type of careers do they have? Enlighten us.
All right, I got 3 siblings. I'm the youngest of 4. So my older sibling, Jean, she's like 22. She's in dental school. And then I have an older brother, Sam, 21. He's at UNC. And then my last brother, Josh, who's not the most athletic. He's 20, and he's also at UNC.
Okay.
And they definitely all support me in basketball. Like for the game before I scored my 1,000 points, they were all there. My parents were there. My grandma was there. My aunt was there. And that was a really close game. We won by like 1 point, and I don't think we would have won if they weren't there like cheering me on and helping me play really good.
That's awesome to have a support system like that. So I must ask, are you a Tar Heel?
I am. I am a Tar Heel.
Nice. All right, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? Don't include no sports. Just 5 years from now, what's perfect situation for you?
5 years from now, probably will graduate Carolina.
Nice.
I'm not, hopefully, going into medical school. That's honestly my goal and my dream, to follow in my footsteps of my dad, become a doctor. So hopefully, like in medical school, or like taking some gap year or something like that.
Is that something you've always looked up to him and wanted to be, or is it grown on you late, or you've always known that's what you wanted to do?
I feel like I've always kind of known because after school, like my parents didn't pay for us to ride the bus. So before my older sister could drive, we'd all just like stay in the hospital like lobby room and just chill there and do our homework there. And I just like being in that environment, I just kind of knew like I wanted to be there.
Well, that's great. And that's all I got for today. It was a great interview. I really enjoyed getting to know you, and I hope our viewers did as well. I'm definitely going to be at the games for the second half of the season. Keep killing it. Keep pushing them girls and make a strong playoff run. And thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Shout out to Freeman Waterworks. Again, if you're looking for your car wash, check the guys out in Snow Hill. This is Timeout with Trey Scott.